art world is basically a commerce establishment. Perfect example is that there were many signers or graffiti artists working in the late 70s and in the early 80s. Why should it be that only 2 or 3 of them, Schaff, Haring, Basquiat, elevated to a point that there was something particularly special about those 3 guys? It behoves the art establishment to elevate them to a higher plateau as fast as possible, to make them unavailable aesthetically to a low art market. Consign the idea of art to a particular world. It's fundamental to keep an established art world, that the mystery is kept in place, because once it falls into the hands of a proletariat, that the ability to make art is in fact inherent with all of us, it demolishes the idea of art for commerce, and that's no good for business.
So, I have some rambling thoughts. It feels like failure to not become a musician or an actor or whatever. It diminishes you as an artist that you didn't make it or stopped trying or never even tried. It can't be that important to you then. Especially when some full-time artists say stuff like, I couldn't see myself doing anything else. Now that's real love, right? It does feel romantic. It feels like romance. I can't live without her. She's the only one for me. And it sounds better in this analogy being someone with a regular job who does music on the side. It feels like I can live without her, but I don't want to. I don't want to burden her with the task of my happiness. And also looking at the purpose of music and art in general, it feels like being a dad rocker in a dad band with your dad friends fulfills the purpose even more, of community, of making lived reality bearable. Maybe not even more, but just as much. Isn't a jokey Queen cover about work closer to the people you share it with? Because you are closer. You're not writing for a word stage. And is maybe your relationship to music more pure when it doesn't need to make you a living and therefore be liked and understood? Then why is it so hard for me to shake this notion? Maybe because you are your profession? We owe surnames like Carpenter to the fact that this was the defining trait of a person in their community. Or capitalism. You need to commodify yourself and all that is dear to you. You could sell this as a compliment for this is good, this has worth. I don't think this is going to be a video essay. This topic is so personal and vast to me that trying to chase logic becomes undoable. So while I know that comparing worth through capital, the whole social elite of celebrities is capitalist propaganda, it still affects me. I want that world. I want that worldwide approval of people liking my music, many people doing so. I don't know if my arguing against pursuing a career in music is true philosophical apprehension or imposter syndrome in a turtleneck. I know that the dream of one day being rich and famous gave me a lot of hope in tough times, and but also no plan for myself. And I know that this hope and expectation has frozen me into place for the last 5 years, because I judge everything I do. It's not good enough. What for? For me to be loved. I have a nagging, growing voice in my head saying I need to let it go, wanting to become a musician. It doesn't do me good in any way, and I know it's right. But in an ideal life, I just make music and movies and paintings and sculptures and short stories and dances and theater all day, every day, without having to prove myself. Making it a profession would award me the time to pursue all my interests, but right now I can't deal with having to prove myself. And that feels like failure and withering away. I can't shake my elitist, purist ideas just yet. That you're either a 1 or a 0. You're either a musician or you're not. You're either good at it or not. One failure means you have failed. The end. Which led me to making a video again. There was a time I made YouTube videos and I remember it being fun. And I want to have fun again. And I want to love art again, without judging whether or not I could sell it, and not judging myself or whether or not I made something good. And I want to treat music like a lover who's free to come and go. And I want to have fun again. And I want to love art again without judging whether or not I could sell it, and not judging myself or whether or not I made something good. And I want to treat music like a lover who's free to come and go, because I can feed myself, and I love it just because.